All right, now we're going to work on volume of a cylinder. On our formula sheet, it says that when I look for a volume of a cylinder, it gives it to me as V equals big B times H. If you remember, big B is the area of the base. So we need to find the base area. Now, that means that we need to find the area formula for a circle. Cylinders, the base is always a circle. Now, area formula, if you look further up on your reference sheet, you will see that area is pi radius squared for a circle. That's the formula we're going to replace into our formula to get an easier way to solve for the volume of a cylinder. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite my equation for volume of a cylinder. So volume equals pi radius squared times h. Do not forget the h. The big B is the only thing we just replaced. The h still has to be there, otherwise you just found the area of the circle. Now what we're going to do is identify our radius and our height. So remember, since we're looking for the radius, that's going to be on the circle part. And with circles, you can either be given the diameter, which goes all the way across, or you can be given the radius, which goes halfway. If you're given the diameter, like we are in this case, which is 16, the number that goes all the way across that circle, you need to divide that number by 2 to get your radius, because the radius is only half. When I divide 16 by 2, I get 8. So my radius for this one is going to be 8 units. The height is whatever has not been involved with the circle. That is the distance between those two circles, the top and the bottom faces, which in this case is 21. Also remember, in this case, we're going to replace pi with 3.14 since we're not going to be using our fancy button. Now that I have everything that I need, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my volume formula for a cylinder. So it starts out with V equals pi. I'm going to replace with 3.14. Radius, so that's times radius, 8 squared, times the height, which is 21. Now, in order to solve this, we still have to follow PEMDAS. So we don't have any parentheses, but we do have exponents, and that is 8 squared. So remember, that is the same as doing 8 times 8, which is 64. And I'm going to rewrite this entire equation just replacing where 8 squared was with 64. So volume equals 3.14 times 64 times 21. Now that we are left with all multiplication, you can simply multiply straight across 3.14 times 64 times 21 on your calculator. When I do this, I end up getting volume equals 4,220.16. Now remember, you're being asked to round to the nearest tenth. The tenth is only the first number after the decimal. So you look at its neighbor, the one behind it, to see if it goes up or down. If the number is greater than 5, you round the first number up. If it is lower than 5, so 4 or below, it stays the same. This one is 6, so the volume in this one would be 4,220.2. Again, we're rounding up that 10th value based on what was in the hundredths place. This would be units cubed because we are measuring volume, but please, when you're entering your answer on a Google form, do not put units cubed or anything like that. Just simply enter your answer. I hope this helps.